So whether you're looking specifically at Millington because of the Navy base there, or another job you've got potential, or if you just want to find a suburb of Memphis, maybe a little bit outside the city, maybe a little more affordable, whatever the case may be, Millington, Tennessee might be the right spot for you. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Moving to Memphis channel. Here today with Kris, and we're talking about an area that a lot of people have been interested in. I think at least a couple. Kris, how many we've had a few move to Millington, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we've got 2 closed and 2 in the pipeline right now, moving to Millington, Tennessee.
So Millington has been a pretty popular one for us since we started the YouTube channel. People moving to the area. And we really haven't covered it a whole lot. You know, we've mentioned it in some other videos, but as far as we're covering Millington specifically, we haven't really done that a whole lot. So in this video, we want to give you an introduction to Millington and kind of just all what's there, just give you kind of a good feel for Millington. And you definitely want to stick around too for the end of the video. We've got some big news, and me and Kris were talking. I think it will be really interesting to you if you are thinking about moving to the Millington area. You're definitely going to want to know that. So stick around to the end. Also, if you want to see more videos about Millington and the rest of the Memphis area, make sure you do hit that subscribe button while you are here, and hit that bell too. That way you'll get notified when our new videos come out so that you don't miss those. So Kris, let's jump into Millington.
Sure.
The first thing we want to know is where is Millington even at?
So Millington sits on the northwest side of Shelby County. It's right at the Shelby and Tipton County line there, right up Highway 51, in between Highway 51 and Highway 14 over there.
Yeah, and so you're about, if you are going to be working downtown, I think it's it's about 30 minutes or so, give or take.
Yeah, it's a 30-minute drive.
Right?
Yeah, 30-minute drive downtown, straight down Highway 51. That's the commute that I take, actually, and it's an easy drive. You kind of avoid most of the traffic. So anyone working in the downtown area, maybe St. Jude, Regional 1 Hospital, those areas there, a lot of the house and everything is downtown, of course. So yeah, Millington's an easy commute to downtown Memphis.
Yeah, it's not too hard to get over to kind of like the Bartlett area either. I think it's pretty
you know, we say this often, Jared, but one of the best things about the Memphis area is really you can get anywhere in the town in about 30 to 40 minutes, so from one side to the other.
True.
So when you're headed out, yes, it is easy to get out east as well using 385. So you can go out towards Arlington, Lakeland, and the Cordova area, and then just keep going east as well, all the way to Carterville and Germantown.
Yeah, and so I think that's going to be one of the reasons why that it has been so popular, is it is kind of situated up there, just far enough out of town that you kind of, you know, if you don't want to be in the big city life, you know, you can kind of get out of that. Not to say Millington isn't growing; it's definitely growing in its own right.
Yeah, so Millington kind of stood the test of time, really, Jared. I mean, it has more of a rural community feel to me, but there's great established neighborhoods and communities in the Millington area. And if you guys look at the Millington Reserve, I mean, that area is huge. It covers a lot of square miles. Some of the communities that come to mind on the west side of the highway 51 would be Shelby Forest, the Woodstock community right in that area, and then right along Highway 51 you've got Millington, the town, and the Lucy community there. And then further out east you'll run into the Rosemark area and the Bolton area. So several well-established communities in the Millington area, and those older neighborhoods, regions of the community that I'm talking about, they've got beautiful homes, man. I mean, large acreage homes, estate-size homes. New construction, established homes that have been there for a while. So Millington's a really cool spot. I'm kind of partial to that area. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I want to get into that a little bit more, especially towards the end. And if you are that person thinking about watching or thinking about moving to the area, the last couple of things we'll talk about be probably the most interesting to you. But I want to talk about a little bit more about what's actually there for you. Kind of just what's the draw to Millington? What's there? What's there to do? And Kris, you live right next door, basically, to Millington. So what are these things? What's bringing people to Millington?
I think it's that rural community feel, but then also you've got the Millington Naval Station there, right? The Navy base there. So a lot of these guys are coming in on 3-year stints. They're working at that Navy base and they're living right there in the community. So I've said this before, but a client from the Navy base is one of the best clients possible because they're here, they're buying, and they're moving in a couple of years and usually listing with you if you do a good job. Also, there's a lot of recreation in the area. You've got Shelby Forest, which is not to be confused with Shelby Farms. Shelby Farms sits out east between Cordova and East Memphis. Shelby Forest sits right along the Mississippi River. It's been there for a while, man. I've went there since I was a small kid. But they used to have horseback riding. They may or may not still have that, but they've definitely got fishing, camping, small cabins, trails to walk on. There's a big disc golf community in the Shelby Forest area. So Shelby Forest is a cool spot to go hang out, maybe even walk along the river there. But then inside town, and there's several golf courses in the area. Miramichi, which was owned by Justin Timberlake, was sold out a couple years ago. Then we've got the Glen Eagle, which is on the Navy base. That course is on the Navy base, but it's open to civilians, so you can play that course as well. And then you've also got Orwell Park there, which has pavilions for cooking out, walking trails, frisbee golf, as well as a big lake for fishing there. And then also the Orwell Park golf course, which is a public course. So lots of parks and recreation available in the Millington area. So there's plenty to do there. But as far as shopping and things like that, Jared, they've got all the major chains. There's a Lowe's there, a Walmart. They've got some other shopping centers that are popping up now. And then, of course, restaurants as well.
It's another reason. I think another draw for our whole area here is the food. So I don't know what kind of good restaurants around. And so Millington's got, of course, you got your normal, your bigger, your chain stuff there. You know, you got like a Chili's and a Buffalo Wild Wings and all those. But you've also got some local things, restaurants. You got some favorites in Millington?
So there's a couple of barbecue places. Yeah, there's a couple of barbecue places there, Pig and Whistle, and then Top's Barbecue, which I think I mentioned them several times in other videos. There's a new Italian restaurant that's coming, which is called Harry's, right there on the corner. It's supposed to be open really soon. We're excited to go eat there. And then you've got the local chains, which are like Huey's, and Huey's is a good one, and then Olympic Steak and Pizza is there as well. So several restaurants to eat at, and then you've got the normal fast food chains, Zaxby's, Hardee's, and places like that. Hey, there is a new Whataburger coming to town. Is that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a big deal. All of a sudden, Whataburger's coming back into our region, and everybody's excited about it.
Well, you know, as a Texas transplant myself, it's not complete till you got a Whataburger there too. So I'm happy to see that coming. We've talked about kind of what's there, what's it close to. We've covered that a little bit. So we're getting into these things here. If you are that person who's thinking about making a move, it's gonna be the most interesting to you. And if that's you, don't just watch the video. We love making the videos, but watch them. Take it a step further.
Yeah, guys, reach out to us. Call or text me at the number below. I'll tell you about Millington or any of the surrounding areas. Just reach out to us with a text or call, and we'll get that process started together.
That's right, y'all. And so getting into that, you know, we always get the question about, you know, what's the school system like? And I think you've got pretty well-rated schools there. Looking at niche.com, we're at a B rating for most of those, a B or B minus. And if you look at this data like I do a lot, it's hard to get a B. It's really hard to get an A. You know, I've looked at schools where a lot of people really like, and they have like a C rating. So a B or B minus rating is pretty good schools there. I don't know if you have any insight on those. You're kind of in your own district there. You're not part of, say, the broader district.
No, it's not part of Memphis Shelby County Schools anymore. It's now the Millington Municipal Schools. And I know you've got Millington Central High there. You've got Millington Elementary. You've also got the Woodstock Elementary over there, and there is a private school in the area, which is in the Rosemark community. Tipton Rosemark Academy is a private school in the area, but good rated schools. Oh, there's also Bolton High School, and one more. Barrett's Chapel is the other elementary in the area. So those are all good schools. I hear good things about Barrett's Chapel. Definitely good things about Tipton Rosemark Academy, the private school there. And I know that Millington Central has some really good sports programs going on. They do really well in football and basketball every year. So good schools in the area. And like you said, if they've got a B rating on niche.com, that says something.
Yeah, so doing good there. And then the last thing is just going to be the housing. Now, you mentioned some of the neighborhoods and different communities. Just what is really available? What are the price points as far as people who might be looking to move there right now?
So I was looking just the other day for a client in the Millington area, and there seems like there's some really attractive properties on the market right now, Jared. There's a couple right along Highway 51 priced around 350, 400,000 that are remodels on a little bit of acreage. We've got that new community with D.R. Horton that we've mentioned a few times, Barrett Oaks. They've got great incentives going on right now, up to $10,000 in closing costs, below market rates, and the homes are moving. Smart homes are move-in ready with all the appliances and blinds. So if you're coming to work at that Navy base, and we've had several of you guys, call me, man, and let me show you these homes. These homes are 3-4 minutes from the base. You can be on the base within just a couple minutes from the house. And the neighborhood's nice, man. It's got a little fishing lake there. They're all brand new homes. And it's an easy commute to go out east or down south into downtown. But then also, if you go further out east on 385, you've got the Rosemark community with big, beautiful estate-size homes in that area. And it's pushing up into the Millington Reserve. You have homes with acreage. But as far as a price point, I think you're anywhere from right in the town of Millington, somewhere around 150,000. And then there's homes listed there now at 700,000. So a wide range of homes, just depending on how much space and how new of a home you're looking for. Definitely some options and some good options available right now.
Yes, they surprise something for everybody there. Really, really good options too with the incentives on the new construction. And then across the board, I always like to point out, I mean, just what you're getting at those prices is so much more affordable than, what you find in other parts of the country here. We've just kind of, the prices, not to say prices haven't gone up here. They definitely have over the past couple of years. They have everywhere. But have they gone up to the extremes? No. I mean, we were affordable before, 2020 when everything started going crazy. And I'd say we're still probably one of, if not the most, one of the most affordable, larger metro markets in the country.
Yeah, you can get a really nice home here, Jared, at a reasonable price. So if you're an executive relocating to the area from out east or up north, out west or northeast, you'll be astonished at what you can afford at the same price points that you're selling at coming from those areas. A lot of times when people are coming in town and looking at these homes, they think their budget is here. When they start looking at these big homes that they can purchase for, $700,000-800,000, they kind of say, well, hey, I don't need to spend that much, do I? I mean, I can get a really large, nice home in a great area for $500,000-600,000 in the Memphis area.
So that's going to cover a lot of the stuff that we would talk about in an intro, but we promised you at the beginning some big news about Millington, and that is going to be the new development that they've got coming. What do you know about it, Kris?
So I don't know too much about it. It's only been released here in the last several months. I do know that it's been inked and it's ready to go, but upwards of $300 million in new development coming to the Memphis area, coming to the Millington area, I should say. It's right along the Navy base and the regional jet port there. There's going to be tons of shopping, new restaurants, mixed use commercial with like shopping and retail in the bottom and then maybe housing above it. But some people are super excited about it. Some people not so much, scared that it's going to turn their small town into a big city. But regardless, it's coming. So I'm excited about it. I mean, it's going to be a great improvement to the area. And people working at the Blue Oval City may want to choose this area because it'll be an easy drive. I won't call it a short drive, but it's definitely an easy commute straight out 385 and up I-40 to get to Blue Oval City. So that's a draw here. And but we're real excited about the new development coming, Jared.
So yeah, that's what's coming in Millington. If you want to see that, stay on top of it. We're going to be talking about it here. We're going to be diving a lot into Millington more. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button again while you are here, so you don't miss our future videos. And if you liked Millington, I think Kris will agree here. If you like that area and maybe you want a little bit more of a rural feel, you want to get out a little bit more, right up the road from there is a great option in Atoka. And we've made a lot of videos about Atoka, so I thought I would drop that in here. But actually, let's see, this way, right here in the middle. Check that out if you want to see another area. If you like Millington, you might like it. You definitely want to at least consider it. So check out that video. We'll see you there.